If you are thinking of having a vibrant garden, then planting different types of plants would seem like a wonderful option, right? But do you know there are some combos you must never have lest you have a garden disaster? So, today we shall be looking at 10 plants you should never grow together, and why. But before we begin, if you are yet to subscribe to our Agricline channel, then endeavor to do so now so you do not miss our amazing guides. Now, let's begin. Coming up at number 1, tomatoes and cucumbers. Let's talk about tomatoes and cucumbers, our dynamic duo in the garden world. While they may seem like the perfect pair, these two can actually be frenemies when grown together. The competition for space, nutrients, and water between tomatoes and cucumbers can result in both plants struggling to thrive, ultimately leading to stunted growth and lower yields. Remember, even the best of friends need their own space to shine in the garden. Number 2. Potatoes and tomatoes. Let's chat about potatoes and tomatoes, the nightshade family buddies that might not be the best roommates in your garden. Being part of the same plant family makes them susceptible to similar pests and diseases, doubling the risk of plant damage. By giving them their separate space to thrive, you can help each plant stay healthy and strong. Remember, a little distance can go a long way in keeping your garden happy and flourishing. Number 3, onions and beans. Let's chat about the not-so-perfect pairing of onions and beans in your garden. Onions release root secretions that can actually hinder the growth of beans, impacting how well they thrive and produce. By giving these two some space apart, you're setting them up for success without any rivalry getting in the way. Remember, a little distance can lead to a flourishing garden full of happy, healthy plants. Number 4, cabbage and strawberries. Let's talk about the unexpected duo of cabbage and strawberries in your garden. While they may not seem like a natural match, both plants can attract pesky cabbage worms that pose a threat to your sweet strawberry harvest. By keeping a close eye on these critters and maybe giving these two some separate beds, you can protect your strawberries and cabbage from unwanted guests and ensure a fruitful harvest for both. Remember, vigilance is key to a thriving garden paradise. At number 5, mint and parsley. Let's discuss the mismatched roomies in our garden, mint and parsley. Mint, with its invasive nature, can quickly take over and crowd out the slower-growing parsley if they're planted too close. By giving these two some breathing room and maybe even separate pots, you can prevent mint from overshadowing your parsley and allow both herbs to thrive independently. Remember, a little spacing goes a long way in fostering harmony among your green companions. Number 6, carrots and dill. Let's chat about the importance of giving carrots and dill their own space in the garden. Dill has a sneaky way of attracting pests that love to snack on carrot roots, potentially impacting the quality and yield of your carrot harvest. By keeping these two plants separated, you're not only preventing unwanted guests from crashing the carrot party but also ensuring a bountiful harvest of delicious, pest-free carrots. Remember, a little distance can make all the difference in safeguarding your garden treasures. Number 7, spinach and potatoes. Let's talk about why spinach and potatoes shouldn't be garden bed buddies. Planting them together can actually result in nutrient deficiencies for both crops, hampering their growth potential. By giving these veggies their own space to flourish, you'll ensure they have the nutrients they need to thrive and produce a bountiful harvest. Remember, a little separation can go a long way in nurturing healthy, robust plants in your garden. Number 8, sunflowers and pole beans. Let's dive into why sunflowers and pole beans aren't the best gardening companions. Sunflowers, with their towering stature, can cast shade on pole beans, depriving them of much-needed sunlight and stunting their growth. To ensure both plants thrive, it's best to give them their own space to soak up the sun and reach their full potential. Remember, a little consideration for sunlight can make a big difference in fostering a flourishing garden. Number 9, garlic and peas. Let's chat about why garlic and peas should steer clear of sharing the same garden space. Garlic's pungent aroma can actually discourage beneficial insects essential for pollinating pea flowers, potentially affecting their growth and yield. By giving these plants their own patch to thrive, you're creating the ideal environment for each to flourish without interference. Remember, a little separation can lead to a whole lot of growth in your garden. And finally, at number 10, basil and sage. When it comes to basil and sage, remember to keep them apart for optimal growth. Basil flourishes in moist conditions, soaking up the goodness of well-watered soil, while sage thrives in drier settings, reveling in its arid environment. By separating these herbs and providing them with their preferred growing conditions, you set the stage for a successful herb garden adventure filled with vibrant flavors and scents. Embrace the diversity of herbs and cultivate a harmonious garden where each plant can truly shine. Remember, proper plant pairing is essential for a thriving garden. By avoiding these 10 incompatible combinations, you can promote healthy growth and bountiful harvests in your garden. Drop with us your comments and thoughts in the comment box.